Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live cooking show. Today is Halloween, and I'm super excited to be live again. Last week, I had a couple of school commitments, so it was a replay. So I'm really excited to be back. So if you would like a chance to win, like, comment, and share the video, and there will be a drawing next week. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I am going to be making, we've got a busy week this week. We've got like several things that are happening in the evenings. So I want to have my lunches like ready to go. So I'm following this program and it's called To Be Mindset. And it's on Beachbody if you're interested. So you can check it out and then I'll post the recipe down in the comments. So if you would like to say hello, I would love to say hi. I think I can read it. It's like pretty close, but I think I can read it today. So I'm going to start with a broccoli slaw to go with a like tuna salad, which I'm flipping to make actually chicken salad. Okay, so I'm going to start by um, I'm going to make my like dressing style base. So what I'm using is I've got um, half of a cup. Actually, I'm going to half this recipe because I only got one bag of broccoli slaw. So I'm going to half the recipe. So I'm using a quarter of a cup of Greek yogurt. So pop that in there. And then I'm just going to toss these in my sink because right after the video is done, then that is mass cleaning of all of the things in the kitchen that I've used in my live video. So give them a little like pre-soak so that they're all ready. Okay, so I've got my reduced fat Greek yogurt, and then I'm going to do water. So I've got a tablespoon of water, and then I've got a half of a tablespoon of rice vinegar. I like the natural kind. It doesn't have any extra like sugars or sweeteners in it and things. So I kind of go with that. But the cool thing is if you put it in the little measuring cup, put the vinegar in first, then when you have things like mayonnaise or mustard that you have to get out of the cup, if you put the rice vinegar in first and then dump that in, then everything slides out. So I'm going to use a tablespoon of olive oil mayonnaise. And it's just gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully it'll just slide out on live video. So after I've told you all about that. Okay, then I'm going to use, I think it's a tablespoon, it's gonna be half of a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. So get that in there. And most of it came out. All right, so I'm done with that. Okay, so let me check this. I've got yogurt, mayonnaise, water, rice wine vinegar, and mustard, and then I'm going to stir to combine, which I love this whisk. I don't know what's magic about this, but I've had whisks, but I cannot believe like in like seconds everything goes completely like creamy. So all of those little like chunks in there are like completely gone, which blows my mind. So I'm sure that whisks are supposed to do that. I just don't think I've ever had one that actually behaved. So if you're on, I would love for you to say hi. So I can see a couple people around there. All right, so I'm whisking that up. That's the base for my broccoli slaw. And then next up, I'm going to add whisk to the combine and then add salt and pepper. Okay, so I'm going to add some salt, and I'm not going to bother to measure. And some pepper. This is our salt and pepper grinder, which I absolutely love. We have been through several like refills on this because we use it all the time, and it's got a little like handy carrying. I don't know what that is, but like it's easy to take from room to room, which is like super helpful. Okay, then I'm going to add the broccoli slaw, onions, and then they suggest to add raisins and sunflower seeds, but those aren't necessarily my jam, so I'm not going to add those. Okay, so I need half of a cup of onion, which I'm just going to, instead of measuring it, I'm just going to do it this way. Use that as my garbage bowl. I don't know if anybody's like a Rachel Ray fan, but like the garbage bowl, and I actually bought the garbage bowl when I was like early on in, cooking in our house, and I bought the garbage bowl because I'm like, yeah, I'm going to need that. I'm sure that you have to have a garbage bowl when you cook, so it makes the most fun, right? Okay, so this is the food chopper, and I love this. It's amazing. The more you chop, the smaller it gets. Okay, so a couple of these are kind of fussy. Okay, probably the outside layer. Let's just hit that off. Okay. Also keeps my eyes from watering, which drives me insane. That one behaved. I think that this is all the outside layer. So let me get those out of there and do this again, because that did not go the way I planned. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, so I've got my onion and I'm going to put it in my dressing base. Put that in there. Then I don't think I need my cutting board anymore. So I'll put that over there. Okay, and then I love broccoli slaw. It's really great. This will work with coleslaw as well. But I really like broccoli slaw because it's got just a little bit different crunch to it. But I don't like that the pieces are not uniform. Like I want like a big creamy bite, but I don't want like a piece of broccoli like hanging out of my mouth while I'm trying to eat. So, all right. Hey, Crystal. Let's see who else is on here. Christy and Crystal. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to take my food chopper. This is the cookie sheet, one of our awesome pans, and then I have one of our cutting mats on here so that I don't like scratch up the cookie sheet. But what I found is I like my broccoli slaw chopped up, but when I chop it on a cutting board, it flies all over the kitchen. So this is my fix for that. And the more you chop it, the smaller it gets, which is great because then I don't end up with these gigantic bites. It's like going to a restaurant and ordering a salad and having like huge pieces of lettuce in there. I'm like, how am I supposed to eat this and like look like a lady? Like, come on, like chop that stuff up. Make it easy for me. Let's get this over so that I'm on the cutting mat. So I hope everybody's having an awesome Halloween today. They celebrated Halloween around here on Saturday. So it's not really Halloween today. Although I'm going to say kids were a little bit interesting today. So I'm wondering how much Halloween candy was in their lunches. So there's a little bit of buzz in school today. So I'm kind of wondering if there was a little bit of sugar happening or maybe sugar for breakfast. Who knows? There are a couple that got away on me. Okay. Think I got it all. Yeah, that looks good. So it's just much easier to eat this way. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Hopefully you could hear me while I was chopping. That's why I use my little earbuds here. Take this, and the cool thing about the flexible cutting mat is you can dump it straight in. Okay, get rid of that. All right, now I need a spatula. When I'm making the full version, I put it in a container that has a lid on it and I shake it just to get everything around because there's so much broccoli slaw in 2 bags of broccoli. So much in there that it's just hard to get everything mixed up. So you need a really big bowl and a really nice lid. So the mixing bowls, like the silver mixing bowls, are a great fix for that. So just takes a minute to get everything kind of all mixed up with the dressing base being on the bottom. But it smells amazing. That rice vinegar adds so much flavor, but not calories, which is really, really great. Okay, so there is my broccoli slaw, which is all ready. Like I said in the beginning, we have like a really busy week, so I was looking for some things like for lunches that I can prep ahead. So, all right, so there's my broccoli sauce, so you can see it. Looks super pretty. Okay, so next up, we're going to switch gears and we're going to make some chicken salad with a tuna salad recipe. So if you've got things like that and you're like, I'm not a tuna fan or you're not a chicken fan, totally like swap them out for each other. It works really, really well. Pretty much anything for chicken salad is just fine for tuna salad as well. So if you have one that you don't like, highly recommend like flipping it out and changing it for the other. Okay, so next up, I need 2 cans of tuna, which is chicken for me. My cans are 10 ounces, so that's 2 servings right there. And I'm going to do 2 cans so I can get through the rest of the week. So I'll be quadrupling my recipe. Okay, so I'm going to put the first round of chicken in there, and then I'm going to show you this awesome can opener, which is like one of our iconic products. If you have one of these and you haven't figured out how to use it, I hope that this helps you. Okay, so you go straight in, and then you turn until it gets loose, and you can kind of feel it. Kind of feel that it gets just a little bit easier to turn when it gets all the way around. Then you take this and you flip it backwards, which pops, and then you use these little pinchers right here to pull the lid off, which is awesome because if you've got kids that are helping you cook, or I don't know, if you're accident prone like me, it makes a soft edge on there, so you don't have to worry about everything being sharp. So there's a lot of liquid in there. Okay, so pop that off of there. And I'll put this in here. This is part of the Flex Plus system, which I can't wait to show you because it's such a cool tool. If you've got like kitchen junkies in your house and you're looking for like some kind of Christmas present for them, this is where it's at. This is like the coolest thing ever. It comes with a hand mixer and an emulsion blender and the food processor, and I use it all the time, like all the time. Okay, next up I need 2 tablespoons of olive oil mayonnaise, and then so that'll be 8, which I'm thinking I want to switch gears on how to get that in there. All right. Guess I'll go ahead and do this. So that would be 4 tablespoons, so I need 8 for this. I didn't need my vinegar in this one, so it's like not gonna, oh, it worked. Okay, well that works. It had water in it before, so wasn't sure if it would slide out like it did with the vinegar. That's pretty cool. So it's an olive oil mayonnaise. Just helps you watch calories just a little bit. So I would imagine it's keto friendly, but if you're doing keto, definitely check it before you take my word for it. Okay, then I need Dijon mustard, which I go through so much that I always buy the off-brand on that one. I haven't found that that tends to matter. Some things I don't budge on getting a nice brand, but I've kind of found that the way I'm using Dijon, getting a cheap bottle is not any big deal. That one kind of got stuck in there. Get a spatula real quick. Scraper. Love the little one because it gets in all of the edges. We have a ton of scrapers around here. I didn't realize how many scrapers existed until I joined Pampered Chef, and man, I use like a million scrapers because they are around. They're wonderful. So I don't think you could ever have too many. Okay, they suggest unsweetened dried cranberries. I'm going to be honest, I literally have never found those in the store, so I always leave them out because the other version has way too much sugar for me. Okay, and then I need a teaspoon of everything bagel, and this is one of my favorite seasonings. So I'm going to use, let's see, a teaspoon. So that's 2 teaspoons. Let's see if this plays nicely. Honestly, if I was just making it and I wasn't on a live, I'd probably just dump it in there. But I'll try to behave and do what I'm supposed to. Everything bagel seasoning is so wonderful. So I highly recommend picking that up. I love our seasonings because they're blends. So it makes it really easy just to pull out a seasoning, throw it on chicken, and then, you know, your dinner's all ready and it tastes amazing. So highly recommend that. Okay. Got that on there. I usually leave this out because I like to peek. So, and then there's a safety right here. And then the power button, which takes just a second to get going, especially when I have it all jam-packed like this. but I love that it's cordless. Okay, and it comes with an extra battery, so it's like super easy to use, super easy to clean, and that like clicks all the boxes for me. So okay, pop this off of here because it tends to get heavy and a little awkward to take off of there. But there's my chicken salad, which I cannot wait. So I've got my broccoli slaw, and then I'm going to do a probably a blob of chicken salad on that, and that will be my lunch for the week. So I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much for popping on my live. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will post my version of the two recipes that I did today. And if you are looking for some kitchen goodies and you don't want to pay full price, I am I'm working on November right now and a little bit of December. So if you would like to host, just shoot me a message or post below. And if you would like to be entered to win, make sure that you comment and then share the video. And I can't wait to get you entered. So I hope you have a wonderful day and happy Halloween. Bye, everybody.